Scope, what's up? Wednesday morning, Greg House. Good to be with you this morning. God bless you. God bless you. This is Leader Scope. Early in the morning, high energy. Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Sun is shining here in Chicago. Of course, it's a little cold outside, but at least the sun is shining. How's the weather where you are? Good morning, good morning. Coffee time. All right, got your coffee going. Got the coffee brewing this morning. Some of you are fasting. Drinking some hot tea. Got the juicer going. Aberdeen, Mississippi. All right. San Antonio, good morning. Somebody's cold. DC. Sydney, Australia. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Well, actually, it's probably evening there, right? Good morning, Kenosha. Good morning. What you having for breakfast today? The DMV. Wow. Good luck with that. Oklahoma City. Dubai. Good evening from Dubai. Good evening. All right. Great to have you on the broadcast. God bless you. Milwaukee. Good to see you. There's my sister, Helen. Prophetess Helen with her blueberry almond milk. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oatmeal going. Chicago Heights is here. Yeah, Madison, Wisconsin. Good morning, good morning. God bless you guys. Orlando, Hyde Park. Yeah, Pancake House. Okay. Louisiana, Houston. All right, all right, all right. Oh, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. That's the DMV. Okay. All right. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Great to have you on the broadcast today. This is Leader Scope with Greg Howes. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. And it's a great day. It's going to be a wonderful day for you. It's going to be an exciting day filled with some good things. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. Going to be wonderful. If you're in the Chicago area, especially in the south suburbs, we have our midweek sessions this evening at Cornerstone Christian Center. And this evening, this first Wednesday night in the new year, we are beginning something fresh. It's called Cornerstone Institute, where we are offering classes to our people. And so if you're in the area, you're very welcome to come and be a part of one of those classes. So we have classes running in economic empowerment, a class on prayer, a class on the prophetic, a class on Ephesians, the book of Ephesians, and then we have our new members class as well. So all of those are running this evening starting at 7 p.m. at Cornerstone Christian Center, 2919 Chicago Road in South Chicago Heights. So if you're in the area, come on out and check it out. Yeah, otherwise, you be blessed wherever you are later today, this evening. If you're in church, if you're at home, whatever you're doing, be blessed and be encouraged. The Lord is with you. I also want to remind you that this Saturday is Second Saturday. That's when we do our Second Saturday Leader Scope, which is an extended teaching. So we go about 45 minutes. That'll be this Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the U.S. So I don't know what that would be. I saw people here from Australia and Dubai. I don't know what time that would be where you are, but you can figure that out. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time this Saturday, January the 9th. And we'll be doing an extended teaching on a Leader Scope, Second Saturday Leader Scope. I'll also have a handout ready for that. It'll be on my website probably by Friday, so I'll let you know about that. And we're looking forward to that. I'm excited about this Saturday. First Leader Scope Saturday of the new year. So it's going to be good. Yesterday, we started talking about walking with wisdom. And I want to just continue with that here this morning for a few minutes with you. So we'll get our day started off with some wisdom talk. All right. Walking with wisdom. And yesterday, I gave you some terms that are going towards the definition of wisdom. Whenever we're speaking about wisdom, we will consider reflection, because as we reflect on what is happening in our lives, as we reflect on our relationships, as we reflect on our spiritual relationship with God, as we reflect on our own behavior, on our decision making, things that we have been doing lately, it will help us gain a higher place of wisdom in our lives. Reflection. The word reflect in the Latin language means to bend back. And so when we reflect, We are bending back on things that have happened, things that have taken place in our lives, and we are gaining something from that. Whether it's good or bad, positive or negative, we are gaining something as we reflect on what has been going on with us. And then the word imitation also has a connection to wisdom, because as we find people who are living their lives in faith and patience, and they are setting a tremendous example of success in front of us, if we can tap into their faith, if we can tap into their patience and begin to imitate what they are doing in their lives, then we can also raise our level of wisdom on a personal scale. So that is another value of walking with wisdom. We learn to walk with wisdom, and we gain wisdom by checking out what some other people are doing, and we learn lessons from them. I'm not saying that you become a copycat or you become a clone of someone else, but you just pick up on their level of faith, their level of patience. You find out what they are doing that works for them, and then you check that out and see if maybe it might work for you as well. So you can gain wisdom in that regard. And then we gain wisdom simply by experience, the experiences of life. Everything we go through, we learn lessons. And as we learn lessons, we are picking up on wisdom, and our wisdom level is going to a higher place. So don't ignore your life experiences. Don't just chuck them to the side and say, oh, well, that happened. No, let's check it out. Let's evaluate it. Again, whether it's positive or negative, evaluate it and see what you can pull out of that experience that's going to help you gain a higher place of wisdom in your life. And remember that we are living life by design and not by default. I talked to you about that yesterday. We're living life by design and not by default. We're living by the design of God in our lives. So let's continue to stay there and extract wisdom from every experience in life, realizing that we are living by design. We're not passing through accident after accident, but we're living according to the purpose of God. There's a reason why we are here, and we're discovering that purpose. We're living by design, and we're living life on purpose. And even when things don't go right for us, even when there are failures, we can still learn from it, and we can still gain wisdom. I gave you a Henry Ford quote yesterday, Henry Ford of the Ford Motor Company. Mr. Ford said that failure gives the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. I like that one. Failure gives the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. Now, I also told you yesterday that wisdom is like having a whole lot of keys, because you can use your wisdom to open up doors. And every time you open a new door, a new opportunity becomes available to you. So you're going to be looking like a custodian or a janitor that has one of those big, those big giant rings of keys that they carry on their belt. That's what you're going to be looking like. You're going to have a giant ring of keys that you carry on your life belt. And you can use those keys as actions of wisdom to open doors and enter new opportunities. Now, today I want to encourage you to hustle. If you're going to be successful in life, you have to learn how to hustle, but you have to make sure that you're hustling in the right direction. We got to get past this thing where we're dragging our feet and we're procrastinating and we're hesitating on everything that's going on. And we got to pick it up a notch, pick up the pace, accelerate, and let's move into a life that says we hustle. We make things happen. We're on the move, but make sure that you're moving in the right direction. Back in the 1800s, there was a man named Thomas Huxley who was a friend of Charles Darwin, and he was pushing Darwin's theory of evolution. So Mr. Huxley would travel from city to city, and he would give talks, he would give speeches declaring the virtues of evolution. He was called Darwin's bulldog because he was always entering debates, and he was always giving speeches and teaching classes, always pushing the theory of evolution. And on this one occasion, he was in Dublin, Ireland, and he was getting ready to move to another location, going to the next city, and he was late in catching his train. So he was rushing to the train station. So he ran out of the hotel where he was staying, and he jumped in a horse-drawn carriage, a horse-drawn taxi, and he told the driver, "Hurry up, I'm late. Go as fast as you can." And so he settled back in the carriage and closed his eyes and decided he was going to relax for a minute. And after a couple of minutes of resting, he opened his eyes and he looked outside the carriage, and he realized that the carriage was moving in the wrong direction. And so he shouted out to the driver of the carriage, "Do you know where you're going?" And the driver responded to Mr. Huxley and said, "No, Your Honor, but I am driving very fast." I like that story. I like that story because it's so apropos to many of us. We're driving fast. We're accelerating. We're moving. We're hustling. But a lot of times we have no idea where we're going. And so it's important that we move quickly. It's important that we accelerate. It's important that we hustle, but make sure that you're hustling in the right direction. Hustle in the right direction. That is walking with wisdom. Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 and 2, the Bible says, "Incline your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding." So we got to get wisdom working in our lives. Now, when we're working on defining wisdom, I want you to think like this. Wisdom is the ability to think and act. The ability to think and act. If you're taking notes, write this down somewhere. Wisdom is the ability to think and act utilizing knowledge, experience, understanding, common sense, and insight. Write that down. Wisdom is the ability to think and act utilizing knowledge, experience, understanding, common sense, and insight. I think that's an effective definition for wisdom. So get that into your life. Get that stirred up inside of you. The ability to think and act, utilizing knowledge, experience, understanding, common sense, and insight. Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 20, the Bible says, "If you walk with the wise, you will be wiser. But a companion of fools will be destroyed." So there's one of the secrets of life. Find some wise people and start hanging out with them. Start walking with wise people. That's how you learn how to walk with wisdom. We are walking with wisdom when we're walking with wise people. And according to Proverbs 13 and verse 20, when you walk with wise people, you are becoming wiser. In other words, you are stacking up wisdom. When you walk with wise people, it's like you're piling up layers of wisdom, like being in a library and you're stacking up books of knowledge for your life, for your experience. So as you walk with wisdom, as you walk with wise people, you are stacking up piles of wisdom in your life. The alternative to that is to be a companion of fools, where Proverbs 13:20 says, "You will be destroyed." So we have this contrast. We can either keep stacking up wisdom in our lives because we're walking with wise people, or we can hang out with fools and we can watch our life unravel. Which one do you want? Which one sounds better to you? So I want to encourage you today to find some people that are walking with wisdom. Find those folks that are walking with wisdom and begin to walk with them. Pull on their faith, pull on their patience, begin to learn some lessons from them, and you will begin to stack up layers of wisdom in your life. That's going to be tremendous. Avoid the contrast. The contrast is to hang out with fools and watch your life unravel. We don't want to go there. My life is not going to unravel, and neither is yours. We're going to walk with wisdom. Hang out with wise people. and see our level of wisdom go to a higher place than ever before. We are people who are walking with wisdom. Say that with me. I am walking with wisdom. Say it again. I am walking with wisdom. Say it out loud. I am walking with wisdom. That is your portion. You're walking with wisdom today. Thank you so much for being on the broadcast. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might on this Wednesday. High energy today. Be encouraged. Be blessed. Be strong. The Lord is with you. His name is the Lord of hosts. He is with you today. God bless you so much.